Welcome Cocktail Corner. I'm the Gnome. This is Gnome's Tavern, and we're here another great cocktail for you today. Now, I was going to do another cocktail, but I'm still working on that one, which will happen. It's a share cocktail, spoiler. But I figured I ran out of time before I had to drop a video this week. So while I was eating dinner with my parents and my beautiful wife, Courtney, we went to a steakhouse. It was like a chain steakhouse. The food was pretty good. And then we had cocktails. And usually, I know every cocktail person that goes to one of these places, you kind of like judge it or you think you have a cocktail in mind. And I ordered a Manhattan that they actually, instead of vermouth, they actually use Southern Comfort, which I thought was interesting, and I wanted to give it a try. Like I said, I'm not trying to shit on the steakhouse and stuff. There's a couple of things I wanted to kind of tweak on it. Like one, they served it down with ice, which I like my Manhattans up. And they also did cherry bitters, and I think we can kind of change that. Now, the drinks were great. I had a great time. I had fun. In fact, my wife and I had a bunch of drinks after we had steak dinners. But, you know, I think this is kind of a fun thing. Easy little tweaks that someone at home can make just to kind of elevate that cocktail at home. Because again, I don't have any corporate overlords that make me do things, and I don't have to serve 200 people tonight. So we're gonna do some little tweaks to this Manhattan, and this Manhattan with Southern Comfort. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what's your favorite Manhattan recipe? Tell me that, and we'll dive right into the drink. All right, so this is a stirred cocktail. Now the traditional Manhattan is a 2-1-2. That's 2 ounces of American whiskey, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, and 2 dashes of bitters. The 2-1-2 is actually the area code of Manhattan. Fun fact, the drink came out before area codes. I doubt the area code came because of the drink. I just think it's probably a fun coincidence. It's a really good one for trivia night. But instead of the vermouth, they're going to actually use Southern Comfort. I'm guessing because vermouth is kind of hard to keep at a bar, and Southern Comfort has a little bit better shelf life, and you don't have to use up your fridge to keep vermouth on this. That's what I'm kind of thinking, looking at it. So we're gonna do a couple changes, and the first change I'm gonna make is I'm actually going to do, they just used a bourbon. I'm actually gonna use a high rye bourbon. Now I would use the Whiskey Tree. I just got 99 out of 100, the stuff I make at 7.3, but I'm actually out because I was drinking a bunch of it, celebrating. So we're gonna use Still Austin's high rye bourbon. And if you wanna learn a little bit more about Still Austin, you can check out my friends at Old Fashioned Ways, and he does a lot of Still Austin products. Great channel. Go check him out. Also, if you love Manhattans, the Manhattan Project, great guy who runs that channel too. Go check him out. He does a lot of cool Manhattans. And now we're gonna do an ounce of our Southern Comfort. I actually had to go buy some more Southern Comfort because I made a bunch of Janis Joplin cocktails that my wife really loved, so she drank all of my Southern Comfort. So check out below some of those Janis Joplin cocktails. All right, so now this is another change. We changed the bourbon. I'm gonna change, they did cherry bitters. And to me, like, I don't think we need to add more cherries to Southern Comfort. So I kind of want to do a different kind of flavor. So we're actually gonna do black walnut bitters to add kind of, I think that will play very well with our high rye bourbon and also the Southern Comfort. So just adding a lot of more cherries. We're also garnishing with cherries, so I figured that should cover our cherries. So we're gonna go 1, 2. You know us by now. We're gonna do one more. Now we're gonna stir it up and pour it out. All right, now that we nice and stirred this cocktail, we're gonna do a double strain. Like I said, they served it down at the restaurant. I thought he said serve it, would you like it up? And I said up, and he gave it to me down. But I totally get it because working at a bar, especially in the South, I find that older men, especially older men with money, hate coupe glasses because they think it's very feminine and or gay. I am totally okay with my masculinity to drink out of a coupe glass. Actually, they're my favorite coupe glass for cocktails. So I understand that they just traditionally just serve them down. Any bourbon drink down because the clientele would probably not like an up glass. So I get it. Like I said, I get changes. I've worked in companies before. And now we're going to get ourselves a nice cherry in here. I should have prepped this beforehand, but I kind of forgot. I mean, I didn't forget. I totally had this cherry. Yeah, we're just gonna drop it on in there. All right, there I go. Sorry again if you notice my hand is all bruised up. I dropped a barrel on it last week. It wasn't a full barrel, but I had a barrel and it freaking smashed my hand, so it hurts. But we're here, we're making drinks, and let's dive on into the cocktail. It's very delicious. Super good. Like I said, I like the changes. I like the slight cherry note in there. You get kind of like with Southern Comfort, you get a little bit more of like a licorice kind of note to it, which I really like. And I really love those black walnut bitters. Really do some good heavy lifting, working with the high rye. You still get the bourbon, that smoothness, that sweetness. It's really delicious. I definitely say if you're just having a party, you don't feel like really working hard making drinks, this is a really great one to make for the party that I think everyone will like. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a great time, and I hope you always tip that bartender. I don't hope, do it. Always tip your bartender. I'm messing up Logan's all day. Cheers, y'all.